So I sketched in my feet with this tracing paper, just kind of an idea of which direction I want their feet to go. That's enough for me to look at later. But what I'm going to do now instead is I kind of forgot that I want to make this background a little darker, a little more blue, I think. So I am going to do that first. So that's the pan pastel again. So I have my sponges. These are just really nice makeup sponges, but not so much anymore. And I'm just gonna add in a little more blue. It just seems too pale to me. So I'm gonna bring in some darker blue. And yeah, there we go. And then see what I think. There's gonna be leaves on these trees, so I really don't want to go too crazy with the background. I want the leaves to stand out, but I just kind of feel like it needs to have a little more depth of color through here. I have a hint of pink and a little bit of yellow, and the background of this paper was originally more of a buff yellowish color. So I am going to just kind of, it's gonna look worse before it looks better. It's just the way it goes. So that's what I'm gonna do. And you can see how I experiment. And again, if I hate this, pan pastel does erase to a point. It will stain the paper. So now what I can do is I could either come in with some yellow. There's some yellow on this sponge. So I have all these sponges over here, and they all have different colors on them. Here, let me show you. And then I can grab the one I need that has the color I need. Like this one has some purple, but on the other side it has yellow. So, and you can see already my hands are a mess. So I'm gonna go with a little more yellow. This is scary because the yellows I have to choose from are a pale yellow or a bright, I'll show you, scary yellow. It's actually more of a lime color. So it could get a little scary real fast. But again, I can come back in to a point with other color. So I'm gonna go with a little more intense yellow. I'm just gonna throw it in. Oh yeah, we're all right. We're all right, look at that. Now, the thing I gotta be careful with is, what do yellow and blue make? Green. We do not want tornado sky, do we? And it has got a hint of kind of greenish there. But I like, it's enough yellow, like brightness to me. So I've got to be careful that I don't end up with outright green coming through here, because that would get really strange, really fast. So I've got to be careful. Just gonna add a tidbit here and there. And then I'll lighten it up. And yes, this can be scary. So hopefully you're not needing to close your eyes and just look away. But you know what? If I didn't experiment, I would never know how it's gonna work. All right, let's see. I'm gonna look way back and see. I do still like the idea. Oops, got into my brown there. Get a clean edge and kind of smear that off. These are getting kind of a mess. There. Now, what I think I need to do next is kind of clean this puppy off. I'm going to get into that light blue again, because it'll work as kind of a blender to get things back soft again. There we go. That's working. Gotta be careful about that brown, because again, probably messed up. I say messed up. It would have been better had I used a workable fix before doing this layer. That way, the color underneath, whoopsie daisy, would not be there, pulling up through to the next color, which is also a concern when you're painting. If I'm using oils and my oils aren't dry, then I get Occidentals. I get colors that mix with the other colors, and then they might make colors I like, or they might make bad color. Acrylics do that too, but acrylics dry fast. So there's goods and bads to every medium, and the trick is understanding how that medium operates. Knowing that, oh, well, this medium is going to do this if I do this, and how to not make it happen when you don't want it to happen. In this case, if I didn't want the colors underneath pulling up, I would spray it with a fixative before I went on. And that would have been the smart thing to do. But you know what? I'm also the one that knows how to kind of fix it. Sometimes I can't fix something and have to start over, but usually I can fix it. So in this case, hopefully it helped anybody that watches my videos because they want to learn how to do art. If you're just watching it for enjoyment, you can understand that I'm not perfect, and there's some pieces that I just don't like the way they turn out. But I would not have gotten to the skill level I am, and I keep increasing in skill. That's the thing to remember too. You never, ever really stop increasing in skill. I mean, there's so many artists who worked way up, like right up to their death, like Picasso. I'd have to look up again. I think he was in his 90s when he passed. His work continued to grow because he continued to work. And the more you do something, the better you get at it. So don't be afraid of it. Just do it. I mean, come on. If this looked terrible, I could delete the video from the internet, and I'm sure that somebody could find it and throw it in my face, but I really don't care. But the other thing is I can throw this away. It's a piece of paper. I can throw it away. Musicians don't, well, they have recordings, but I mean, they practice and practice, and the music floats into the air, and if nobody heard it and it sounded terrible, nobody even knows how bad they were when they were practicing. Trust me, my daughter is a pianist, and we heard many sour notes while she was practicing a new piece, because you have to practice. So anyway, so practice. If you're watching me because you want to learn and you want to do art, enjoy what you're doing, because if you're not enjoying it, then what's the point? I already am liking this better. I didn't add in the pink. I'm not sure if I should. We'll see. Oopsie daisy. See, there's bits of color coming through. And the teeny bits of, seems like this yellow feels out of place. I think it needs some more of that other blue up in there, maybe right in here. And then I didn't want to take away from Mr. Bluebird and Mr. Blue Jay's blue. That's why I was hesitant to put some blue in there, but I think it just needed a little. Let's put a little back in here, even though part of that's going to get covered by leaves. I don't know yet what'll get covered, so to just completely ignore it, it would look strange. So, yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. There we go. See, I didn't go into this with any plan other than to intensify the color. So, there we go. Let's clean that again. But I like for you to see me make so-called mistakes, because to help you see that it's a process. So enjoy your process, whatever that ends up being, and you will grow as an artist, because the more you do, the more you learn, and then you do even better work. Okay, I think, let's see here. I think we need a little more blue over here. This would kind of piddle on through here, wouldn't it? I mean, it's a sky behind a branch. It doesn't just end at a branch. So that needs a bit of that. And then I just really want to add some pink back in. So let me find my pink sponge, or a clean one. become pink. You really should see my area. It's a mess. Let's see, where's my pink? Here's my pink. These are my pinks. Aren't they lovely? Part of me wants to throw these in, but I don't want to take away from the birds. So what I had in there before was this pink, and it was very pale. So I'm going to go back to that and just like, just softly. Oh yeah, that works. So I hope this is dark enough this time, because if it's not, I don't want to have to do this again. But I can see a little on my camera. I have my phone suspended above the workspace, and I have it low enough that I can't see all of it, because the bracket that holds the phone and the camera in place hides part of my image. But I can see enough of it to know that I think I'm going to be happy with this. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Now again, the pink mixed with this yellow would be a bit of an orange. And I thought about adding orange, but I was thinking, oh my, that's going to get really crazy, right? Is it a sunrise? Is it a sunset? I think this more gives the feel of a sunrise. Kind of the morning meeting of these birds. I forget what I called this. I think I was going to call it Backyard Club, but I don't know, maybe the morning meeting is better. But yeah, I think I got a little bit of that branch color off of there. Oh, I like that pink through there. I like what it's doing next to this yellow. Soften that a little. Yeah, I think I like that. I like that. I think I'll put a little more pink. Also, these pan pastels, the pressure makes a difference. If you're someone who paints, you would probably just take right to these. I like them because there's no dry time. I dislike them because I have to be at a workspace. I can't just sit in my recliner in the evening and work on things, because there's just no way to gather them around me, and they are quite messy, as you can see. So I don't like them for that purpose. I have to come down here and work, but actually it's better for me to come down to my studio and work. I get more done, and it's better overall. Now I'm seeing a very strange little spot right here. Do you see it? It just looks odd. Doesn't look cloud-like. Alrighty, I am liking that. Now, that is to say, when you see the photo of this, it might look a tad different, simply because I think it needs a little darker there. When I go to look at this later, I will take a photo, and that's another tip I have for you when you're doing artwork. Take a photo of it. It looks different to you through the lens of a camera. So take a photo with your phone and look at the photo. And it really does show you glaring errors, like because these sponges too can leave, like there's lines. Do I want that line? Is that the line that indicates cloud, or is that an uncloud-like line? So you do have to think about that. So that is, oopsie, now I've got a weird line there. Okay, kind of like that. Kind of like that. So for now, that's where we're at. I don't know if I'll film putting in the feet, or if I will do that and then show you a photo. And then this piece is close to done, except I've not put the leaves on yet. So I will do a video of, definitely, even if the feet get put in separately, I will do a video of, actually I will do a video of the feet, because it is a technique of how you roll your pencil and what you do with your pencil. And if you are watching these to learn, I want you to know what I do. I don't want to hide something from you or keep something from you that could help you out in your own artwork journey. So I will see you soon. I don't know when I'm going to get to work on this again. Things have been hectic in my life, so I'm hoping to work on it again in a couple days and finish it up. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.